Hey Clear Lake peeps, Ross England here, Clear Lake Guide Service. This is going to be an extremely abbreviated one because this is the day before I normally would post. I always try to do them on Thursday mornings, but this is in part of a way an apology for missing last week. We took the week off. Generally speaking, if I can, I try to get away on holiday weekends and at least not get out on the water. So we spent a week away from the lake, and I promised all you folks that I would not post a report unless I had actually fished or had superb information from somebody I absolutely trust, like Jim. So my partner Jim. So didn't have that. So no report. I didn't want to just say what I thought was going on. I wanted to keep it real. So I thought I was going to start at 6 this morning after a real quick trip to McAtee's Marine, and Chuck helping me out with a new starting battery. We finally got out here about 9 o'clock. A real quick shout out to McAtee's, Garrett and Chuck there. They just do a great job of taking care of us, and it's wonderful not to have to turn around and go to Redding every time that we needed something to be done. So I want to thank them for that, getting me back on the water. So we actually got on the water at 9:15. Finally, right now it is noon, and out of the 2 3/4 hours that I have been out today, I've actually probably fished for about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 40 minutes. The rest of the time I've been spending just running around trying to get a feel for we're fishing the rest of the week, and just want to see what changes occurred on the lake. So that's kind of what I'm going to share with you, and not go into a full-blown detail here. This is going to be short. So in that hour and 45 minutes, I've caught a limit of sight fish. I've caught, well, like all you frog throwers like to do, I'll just say that I've had 9 blow-ups. Won't go into how many fish I actually landed. Had a limit of fish on Senkos, and what else is on the deck here? I had 4 fish on a drop shot off of docks, so I think the bite's pretty good. Water temperature started out this morning 73. I'm getting off the water here right now. It's 76. Water clarity is all over the board. I've seen bottom clearly at 8 feet, and then I've been into areas where I couldn't see a foot. A really good example of that is right now there's a really brown stain in Henderson. It's blowing into Henderson, and it will eventually get into Horseshoe, and it's just a brown algae on the surface. The water's nice and clear underneath it, but the very surface of it, it looks nasty. Let me back up. It looks like brown algae, not that really, Anderson's pea soup stuff. So overall, I'm thinking that it's going to be a really good week of fishing. So water level, I think since our last deal, I'll go into water level a little bit more tomorrow, but I'll just tell you that over the weekend they closed the Lucerne launch ramp. It's still open to people who want to launch kayaks, canoes, that kind of stuff, float tubes, but for boating traffic it's closed. I also heard that there's a couple lanes of the Redbud ramp that they've closed. Not a big deal. There's still space to use down there. I launched at County Park this morning. The water was clear enough I could see the entire launch ramp out to the end of the dock, and I didn't have any problems there. I went out on a trolling motor just to play it safe, but I don't think there's going to be any problems there for another 6 inches of drop or so. So again, this is a real short one. In a way, thanks for the people who contacted me over the last week when they saw a report was missing, and just checking in on me. Everything was fine. Just got a little vacation away from the place, which every once in a while we kind of need. Went up to some cooler weather in Washington, really low 60s. It was nice. But man, I'm telling you what, I'm coming home to a red hot fishery. I can tell that already. An hour and 45 minutes and I've probably had 20 fish on. So no big ones. Probably have a 17-pound limit. Honestly, I was letting them loose so quick and catching them that I didn't take time to weigh them. Just most of them really good solid 2.5-pound fish. So you'll get more of a report on Thursday morning. Thanks. I appreciate you hanging in there with me, and we'll talk to you in just a couple days.